Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today is Chibi Friday, so I've got 2 chibis that I've been working on. All Might I started last week because it was his birthday. And so I'd like to finish this one today. This is going to be my number one priority. But I'm already really far on it. So I got Chibi Misyr out too because I have a feeling I could at least get some more work done on him, if not finish him as well. So what I need is some markers. I wrote down these, so I will put Misyr off to the side for now. Oh, I also need to bring up my reference image. The reference images for Misyr are on my PC, so my monitor this way. But my All Might reference image is just on my phone. Oh, there it is. So I'll put this over here on the phone stand. And now let's start some work. So something that I've wanted to do since the beginning is put a little more, so this is ink. This black stuff here is ink. I can't really get it, but you can sort of see how it's not even. There's, there you go, you can really see it now. There's like streaks. So I'm going to start with that today, just so it doesn't bother me anymore. And get the camera to focus again down here. And fill that in, and I'll use marker this time so that with these alcohol markers it sort of spreads a little bit whenever you put it down. So hopefully that'll fill in the rest of these little streaky lines. So I guess I'll just get my regular number 100 black marker. I also got this. This is my swatch book. I always use that. And, oh yes, I use this. So I'll start from the top to the bottom. Start filling in all these areas that have the streakiness just because it's such a big fill of ink. Yeah, already it looks way better. Already it's doing exactly what I wanted. I'm going carefully here because I don't want to accidentally color in some of the, like the yellow or other areas that are not meant to be this black shadow color. Yep, this is totally fixing. Totally fixing that streakiness. It's not that streaky over here. but it does not look as dark as the areas I just filled in. So to maintain consistency, I'm gonna fill these in as well. This eye is the same kind of thing going on. Let's see, where else? Ah, the inside of this ear. This block of hair. The other little blocks of black shadow are small enough that I'm not noticing that distracting streaky look. So here is again, try to get this focused here. There, yeah. Much better. You can't even really see. So ink with marker laid on top works well. Okay. Make sure it's, okay, good. Make sure it's focused down here. So the next thing for coloring, I never got a base color in on his tie. It's just a typical royal blue, like not my favorite blue color. So I think maybe this cobalt blue. And then this ultramarine for the shadows. Oh, it's so tiny you can't even see it, but B26 and 29. Do a little swatch here. And a swatch of this one. It's extremely small area. Okay, I need a pen. I'm going to write on this B26. And this is B29. Okay, next I think a shadow color for I'm considering, yeah, I think I'll do a separate shadow color for the teeth and for the shirt. As for the shirt, I think a cool gray, or maybe a neutral gray. Yeah, let's do a neutral gray. N2 or N1. Let's just jump straight to N2 there. And then for the teeth, I like to do a warm gray to indicate the natural yellow color that teeth are. So we'll do the same thing with a warm gray too. So N2 and W2. And for the teeth, I'm going to use this big black shadow as a guide for the shadows on the teeth. Yay, good. Exie, hello! Thank you for joining me! Wow, is it midnight again? Where you are? I've been so impressed ever since you told me how late it is. Last time. How are you doing? Let's see, that was W2. Now for the shirt. I'm going to use my own shading right here to guide me for the shadows on the collar. Yeah, and then down here. Oh wow, I think I'm done with this too. I'll put it here just in case I need it later. Yeah, it's past midnight again. Doing great, working on a new business project. Oh, cool. Well, I don't know if you want to share, but that's cool that you're working on a business project. Can you share any details, or is it secret right now? Because I know with business stuff it can be. You don't want to say too much in a public space. Okay, now I'm going to get brown for his shoes. I don't actually have any reference for that, but I'll just pick a nice looking brown. Yeah, I'll do this. E57 and 59. Just a classic brown. Oh, I guess business sounded too serious. Well, I never want to pry too much, you know, but it is interesting. I mean, starting a new project is always, well, for me anyway, it's always so fun. It's so exciting. In fact, I have had to train myself over the years to like not just keep starting projects, but to actually finish the project as well, because the starting part is so fun. Now let's do a little bit more right here. Oh, it's so small. It's just a tiny little area. Okay, that's good. Oh, I didn't swatch this one. Boop. Ooh, planning to sell 3D models as gifts so people can buy and print them. Oh, that's cool. What kind of 3D models do you make? Okay, what else? Oh, I'll use this brown on the buttons too. I'll just go straight to the dark brown because the buttons are pretty much completely in shadow. There, and then it brings the suit, matches the shoes because the buttons are the same color. Plus brown buttons on a yellow blazer looks good, I think. Oh, merged letters in 3D, like merging S and M letters with a little decor after printed. If links are allowed, I guess I can show some examples of it. I think I have links allowed. You can try, and then if it says not allowed, then I'll click the button to allow it. I think I've had to do that in the past. But that sounds like a cool idea. I'm going to take a break and look at this link. Oh, that's cool. So like, it's like a cube, and then one letter is on one side of the cube and the other letter is on the other side of the cube. That's really cool. That's such a... I could see people getting that to just be like their initials, or like if people are getting married, then they get their joined initials, like, or you know, like something like that, or they get their initials and then their partner's initials together too. That's a cool idea. I've never seen something like that before. I like that. It's making something that's normally 2D and flat and making it 3D, putting it into, I can't explain it, but I think that's really cool. Oh, that's what I thought. Oh, yeah. Good. You know your target market already. You could do them like, they could be on like birthday cakes, or... if somebody had the same number of letters for their first and last name, they could have it so that, like, if you're looking at it from one way, it spells their first name, and then you move a little bit over to the side and you're looking at it the other way and it spells their last name. You could even just do that for like, not just, okay, I'm getting distracted by how cool this idea is, but it's like, it doesn't even have to be names. You could do like the word peace, and then that's 5 letters of P-E-A-C-E. And then for the other side, it's happy. So H-A-P-P-Y. And so it's the same amount of letters, so that it could be like 2 messages in one. Okay. That's such a cool idea. I've never seen anything like that. So my imagination is starting to run wild. Next thing I'm going to do is a little more shading on his hair. So let's see. I did this really vibrant, what is it, like a neon yellow? And I definitely need some more darker, but I think I want to do maybe this one. I want to do something. I'm already using this color in the suit. That's so cool. I should make something that, yes! If you make that, then you can show me. You can make that piece and like happy. I think that would be a cool idea. And just think of different word combos that are the same amount. And then, yeah, okay. I'm gonna stop. Glad you like the idea though. Yeah, if you make that, then you can show me. Oh, maybe something like this. Yellow ochre. So that it's different from this one, but still a nice darker color for... I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Yellow red 23. Yellow red 23. Yellow red 23. Haha, awesome. Making it right now, 12 a.m. Yes. Yes. Do you have a 3D printer, like you just have one at wherever you are at right now? I've never used a 3D printer myself. It was really cool. My, I guess I could say my alma mater now, the university that I graduated from, created a whole lab full of that stuff for the students to use. I think they called it the Maker Lab. And that was really cool, but I never used it. So I had so many things that I was doing all the time. So that was one thing I never got to play with the 3D printer at school. Yes. Yes, this color is working. In fact, I'm going to do my swatch up here with the related colors so I remember what it's for. Oh, you don't have one. Have you ever used one before? Like, I don't know, we have a lot at the libraries here where I live. So that's another option that if I ever wanna play around, I can try that. I've never really had any ideas for what I would do. There are so many cool ideas out there, but never tried any myself. I wonder if this, I'm gonna make this darker color. I'm gonna get the middle color, yellow 08, to do this part of the hair. Yellow 08. No! My marker tried to run away. I stopped it though. I had an epic catch. Ah, but this idea turns out successfully makes it money. We'll buy one for sure. Yeah, I hope it does. That would be cool. And then you could like have promo videos showing your products being made and stuff. That would be cool. Yellow 06. Oh, let me write this one down. Yellow red 23. Oops. Red 23. Oh, where am I? I've done this side. Okay, let's do a little more here. So this level of shading, since my reference image is just an anime screenshot, I'm just figuring it out on my own at this point, because they only have 2 levels of color. But I'm going beyond plus ultra with my shading. I always like to do 3 levels, at least the base color, shadow level number 1, shadow level number 2, and then I also like to do a highlight on top. So I guess that's 4 levels of brightness. Maybe I do a little on his eyebrows too. This is so dark. In fact, I'm going to go over this. This eyebrow is in this dark, shadowy side of his face. I'm going to go over it one more time with this one, which is the middle tone, I guess you could call it. So that there's not even any of this brightest color left. And now, well, I'll let it dry real quick because I want a hard line, so I'm gonna let it dry. At least it's alcohol, so it's a alcohol marker, so it dries really fast. Just a bit more, just in case. Just in case. Okay. So right here, well, it's so small, it's hard to see. Yeah. On this eyebrow, there's that brightest color and then the middle color. So now I've got this eyebrow is completely the middle color, and I'll do a similar thing here to make it look like a fluffy 3D eyebrow using the darkest color that I have chosen. Yay! Okay. It's good. Man, I really... Oops! Camera did not refocus. Come on, camera. There we go. Well, I think his hair is done, except for adding highlights with a gel pen when I am done with the rest of this. So hair is done, and I'm happy with the teeth. I don't think... even though I just got done explaining that I like doing the 3 levels of shading, but not on the teeth. I think that this is good. Just the one color and then the one shadow. And the one color is just the color of the paper. Let's see what else. I think that the tie is good. The suit. Might add a second suit shadow color. There's not many places to put it, but I think I'll put it right here to really emphasize that this is overhanging the pants. So we've got yellow 15 and 26 is what I used. Ah, these two. I've got this one in a chow marker, but that's not really, it's kind of faded. I want a little bit more robust of a color. Do I have a Discord server? Not a public one right now. I mean, I have one like with my best friends and family on it, but I have been thinking about if I have enough people eventually, then I might create one in the future. So I'll keep that in mind. The fact that you asked about that, you are now on my list of people who are interested, or at least expressed interest. Let's see. Yes! Looking at your... Yes! That's awesome! The peace and happy! Yay! Nice! I am so glad you were able to make that so fast. It looks good. That's exactly what I was imagining. That is such a... I can imagine it, and it's just like sitting there, you know, like it's on someone's desk to just like make them feel positive while they're at work or something. Or it's decorating someone's nightstand or something. I can totally see that. Maybe this one, maybe this one. Nah, I'm gonna go into the brown section, which they call the earth tones. Earth tones. Ah, yes. I think maybe. Waha. Maybe this one. I'm comparing right now. Or this one. Now, let's do this. E35. E35. 35. So, Etsy, where are you going to be selling your designs? Like on Etsy or just like through Instagram and people just message you? I don't know if there's like an Instagram marketplace or something. I used to use Instagram, but it was just too much to try to keep up with Instagram and with Facebook and with Twitter, so I just decided to do Facebook and Twitter. It's just so much. I was spending too much time doing social media posts and not enough time actually like creating stuff. So then I would start to run out of stuff to post about because I was posting about it and didn't have time to actually make it. I don't know if that makes sense, but... And Instagram is always getting updated all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't have a marketplace feature or something just like Facebook. E35. Yes, I like how this darker shade combines, but I want to take this yellow 26 and do a little bit more with it too. Yellow 26. Yellow 26. Ah! I tried to put the cap on, but I missed. Okay, I'm going to take this shadow down a bit and into the inside of the legs. Here, I want to add a little bit more shadows like here. And where right here, I think. Maybe even coming around from the side. Make it look more round instead of flat, just a bit. Just a bit. Oh, and like right here to show that this side of the blazer is underneath that side. Yeah. Yeah, planning to do it on Instagram for now. Sell on Etsy. You need to give fees before earning. Yep. I am phasing out. I've had an Etsy shop for a long time. I used to do Artist Alley a lot. And so I would have my stuff available on Etsy too. And then people could come after Artist Alley and buy more, or if they couldn't get something or whatever. But yeah, I hate how they take your money first and then it expires. So if the listing doesn't sell, then you're just out that money. You don't get that money back. I like at least with eBay, I mean, it's not that great for selling like Artist Alley type stuff, but at least with eBay, once you list it, you can just keep relisting it for free. And it doesn't charge you until you actually sell the thing. Yeah, I haven't been that happy with Etsy because of that. If they would just, it's like I don't mind paying the listing fee to begin with, as long as the listing didn't expire. Like if it just stayed up there forever, then I would be happy. But the fact that it expires, and it's only 4 months, that's not very long. I mean, I guess they only charge 20 cents, so that's not that much money. But I had my shop for like, I don't know, like 10 years or something, a long time. So those little 20 cents start adding up. So like, I think I'm done with Etsy. Plus, I always sold more stuff in person anyway at anime conventions than on Etsy, so because I just made like little buttons and stuff. I don't make them anymore, but I'm gonna do this E15 for the third skin tone. And I think I want to redo some. It's E13. I want to redo some of this shading on the face. It's getting quite warm in my room. I'm going to see if opening the window will cool it off in here a bit. Well, it doesn't feel that cool outside, but maybe the airflow will help cool it off. Satuita! Thank you for joining me. Wow, I have 2 people with me today. I'm so happy. It's so much more fun to draw and chat than when I'm by myself and I'm just like trying to fill the air with chatting, but I'm like just chatting to myself and then I can't think of anything to say and there's a long period of silence. Oh, you live in Turkey economy, not... Yeah, the 20 cents becomes so much when you convert it. Ah, yeah, I didn't even think about that. That makes it even worse. They should just let it be a permanent listing. Or at least extend it to a year. I think a year would be reasonable. That if a listing doesn't sell in a whole year, then it's like time to reevaluate that listing probably. But their 4 months thing, and that's too short. That is just too short. 20 cents a listing is taking too much. So yeah, I think that your idea to just stick with Instagram is probably a good idea. I hope that people like that piece happy. Looks so good. There, that's what I wanted to do. This side of the face was just still a little too bright for me. In fact, I'm going to do this little triangle too. There, that's better. Okay, this is the E13. All right, have that one marked. So, add this color on, and I'm going to be careful with it because it is pretty dark. Just want to add a bit more, like maybe right here. Although I got to wait for this to dry. I love the yellow suit. Yep. It's his first teacher outfit. If I do a Chibi All Might for every birthday, I'll have plenty of outfits to go through. Because he has like a second teacher outfit, it's like a blue suit, and then he's got like his other superhero outfits from prequel type material. I mean, it's not a prequel, but what is it called when it's like flashback stuff or whatever? I'm fanning his face so that this stuff will dry. Because I actually do want some hard lines over here. This dark color, I don't even think I'll try putting it on the hands because the hands are so small. I don't want to accidentally get too much. Oh, you're not rude. Oh, thank you very much though. Thank you for the compliment, but no, you don't have to worry about that. Thank you. I'm just indulging in fan art for Chibi Fridays recently. Drawing my favorite characters. I think in the future, I'm going to draw some animals from the local animal shelter to help promote their adoption. Ah, I got a little on the eyebrow. Well, that's okay. I'll use some colored pencil later to smooth that out. It's a little tiny bit. Yeah, got on there. But before I do any animal shelter chibis, I want to finish what I already started. I just remembered. Oh, no, my phone went to sleep. Phone, don't do that. I need this reference image. This side of his face actually has that super dark shadow, which I did not note before. So I'm gonna get my ink. I mean, I've got this, but it's just a ballpoint pen. I'm gonna get my pigment ink pen out. And add that shadow. Thought I was done with this kit. I was using it earlier today. And nope, I need my pen. Let's see, this one. Yay. Micron PN, this one is called. I think it stands for plastic nib. That's what the PN stands for. Oh, this is hard to see. Okay, it's got it coming up from the bottom. Oh, E15. There. Yeah, it comes out from the ear actually. So I'll just go like this and whoop, there. So Exie is working on the cool 3D letters designs. Satwita, what are you up to today? Are you working on Clip Studio Paint again? Ah, that's so much better. I did not realize I was really missing this. His face feels balanced just by adding this little thing right here. I didn't even know that it was so important. Just this little tiny. Okay, back to this. So I want to add a little more shading here where his eyebrow is going down. Yep. Yeah, adding some depth there. And adding some here. And if I... yeah, I'm gonna color that in too. The thinnest possible line I can do on the lip. Haha, I just dived in without instruction and it's fun to learn a new program. Yep. I love Clip Studio. It's fun for cool manga style effects that Photoshop just doesn't even, it's not even on their radar, it feels like. Ah, since you're finally moved in, have the time to finally use it. Yay! So you got the lifetime. You got the lifetime. I mean, it's pretty much lifetime, right? Wait, did I get you that for your birthday or something? I don't remember. Just doing a little extra shading in the ear. Oh yes, I love that depth. That's nice depth. Ooh, I feel like I'm starting to get done with All Might here. I'm happy with this. Maybe a little... Oh, I have an idea. Do this to make it a smooth transition. Just a little extra here. And is kind of doing another layer here. It's a little too light. It's a little more light than I wanted. A little more here too. I'll take it all the way to the edge that I did before. Yep, there, that's good. Okay. Man, that was forever ago. A birthday gift. How many? I don't even remember. That was so long ago. I forgot until I started thinking about it. Okay, I am done with markers, I think. Yay! Done with markers. I do wanna fine tune this right here. There. And this one too. Boop. Okay. So now I'm gonna put these markers, yes, I'm gonna put these away and get my colored pencils out to do the final details. E15, yellow, red 23, wait, there it is, yellow 26, yellow 8, E35. About halfway done. You don't get to see me putting the markers away. And I can't see your chat either. N2 and B26 and 29. Hooray! Okay. Just to keep it simple, I'll get my small 48 pack. Move all this stuff out of the way. Trying to make room for these. Time is definitely shifting. Hard to conceptualize past, future anymore. Well, I think it's just called getting old. We're just getting old. I heard that there was a study that showed that as you get older, time actually does, from a human perception of time rather than the, like the ticking of seconds on a clock or whatever, that it actually does change because you have so many memories as you get older that only things that are new, which are fewer and fewer, seem to go slowly. The more familiar it is, the faster the time seems to pass. I heard the term time dilation. I wonder if that's what that is. What I heard of. Okay. I want to fix his eyebrow. First things first, I'm going to fix his eyebrow. What's a good color, though? Ooh, this one. Look at that. Well, oh, you can't tell. It's so tiny. It's so tiny and far away. Look, it's hardly even different. This yellow 08. This is the colored pencil sticking out here. Yay! Okay. Fix that little slip on his eyebrow that I did. Or at least make it blend in so it's not as obvious. Aw, it's not really working. It's too dark. Oh well, whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh yeah. Referring to how people in space age differently than on Earth. Yeah, because of gravity. Gravity makes time flow differently. I think it was George Carlin who talked about how time is just made up. People just made time up. Ah, I have a little broken piece of colored pencil in here. Oh, in the trash it goes. Oh, good night, Exie! Yeah, it's so late there. Thank you for joining me, even though it's like 1 in the morning. I hope that your peace and happy 3D letters is popular and people like it, because I like it. Sweet dreams! Okay, so I couldn't fix that eyebrow thing, but can still add. So I've got to be careful, because I figured out that the gel pens do not work well on top of colored pencils. So if I want to use colored pencils for highlights, that needs to be the only highlight. If I want to use gel pen for highlights, I need to keep the colored pencils away. So gel pen I want to use on the hair. And I think I use colored pencil on the skin because it's more, it makes it softer. His hair is made out of small strands, so I think that the thin line of a gel pen works well. The shoes, they're so tiny anyway. I'll use gel pen there, and then it'll make it look like nice, bright, shiny leather. Okay, so I figured out where I'm using gel pen. Shoes and hair. So I'm not going to put any more colored pencil in there. Though I'm just going to try adding a little bit more colored pencil on this eyebrow. See if I can. Nope, nothing doing. Okay, I give up. Give up on that eyebrow. Though it is starting to blend in a little bit. No one would notice unless I pointed it out. Okay, skin. Let's just do... No, I like this pink color. What is this called? Light peach. Light peach. So I'll do a little... Oh. Geez, never mind. It's almost exactly the same color as this. Never mind. White it is. Oh, there we go. Yes. And some over here. I love doing colored pencil on top of marker. It always looks so good. It looks so much better to my eyes than colored pencil by itself or marker by itself. And then I'll do a little here too. Yes. Yes, I love that soft. Here, bring it up closer. It's got that just nice, oh, let's focus. Yeah. This is nice, soft coloring. Whoops. Sometimes my camera focuses on its own when I put the page back down, and sometimes it doesn't. And then so I feel like, oh, why did I bother? But I've already reached my hand up to press the button, and I could already see that it's too late though because I've reached up. I shared your stream in the preview. His huge puppy eyes. It smiles so cute. Yay! Chibi Friday. It's because I'm happy it's Friday. So let's draw the happy chibi and just end the week on a high note. That's my idea, anyway. Okay. I think I'm done with the face. Unless, haha, I'll give it my signature touch. I'll test it here though. This might be a little too dark. It's been so long since I've done a chibi, I forgot I always like to add the little shiny pink cheeks. Or it's been so long since I did a human chibi. That makes a difference. Yes. Just a little subtle. Nothing too... Softly, softly, softly. And mix it in with the white some more. Yes. Yes. Yeah, a bit of rouge, yes. That's my fave. So much of my color is based on, if this were real, what would it be like? But not this part. This part is my indulgence. I also like to do the ears. And a little pink to the ears too. I've always liked that people's ears just tend to be pinkish. Or have like, look like it's so, the blood is, what is it? It's like the skin is really thin and so the blood is really easy to see on ears. Blending this one in with some brown to make it a little smoother. But also still just staying so subtle that you might not even notice it if you weren't looking for it. There are lots of pet hairs in my colored pencil container for some reason. It's a bit distracting. Yes. Kiki, yeah. Kiki did it. Kiki put all her hairs in my container. I'm gonna add a little, maybe this one. Oh, different pink. Smooth this out some more. Doesn't seem that bright. Oh. But I've got the lights both on it, so, well, there it is so far. Let's see, I think I wanna smooth this here. A little extra colored pencil. one's gonna notice but me, but that's always how it is with my work, is I wanna be satisfied with it. So let's see, put a little extra here. I'll open an old drawing pad and get annoyed because I have to keep wiping hairs off. Yep, I, for the most part, try to keep Kiki out of here because she, like, she knows. They know where you don't want them to be. So she's like, get up here and get her hairs all over my this, or get her hairs all over my keyboard over there, or whatever. See, this time my camera didn't focus. Okay, whatever. Okay. I think his face is good. I think I'm done with his face. I don't even think I need anything like right here. Maybe something on the suit. What's a good color though? Maybe this? What colors were I using? I was using these ones. I mean, I don't know. Oh wait, not just shadows. What am I thinking? I don't need shadows. I need highlights. Not light enough. I'll just go to the wait, what about this one? This one's like a really light yellow. Maybe this would be good. Oh, it's just like with the other one. It doesn't really show up. Okay, back to the white it is. I'm gonna finish this coloring book page with colored pencils now. Yes! Colored pencils are so satisfying. Especially if you've got some other color, like marker, underneath, and it's just like the cherry on top. It's a little bonus. So nice. Yep. When I don't know what to draw, gotta keep my hands exercised. Yeah, why not? Plus it could give you ideas. Doing a coloring book. A coloring book itself could give you ideas, or the act of coloring could give you ideas, like the meditative nature of it. Ah, it's so good. It might not even make a difference on the camera, but yeah, you can barely tell. But to my eye, to my naked eye, this just a subtle little addition of the white colored pencil on top. It's just delicious. It's so fun. I love chibis. Learned so much about color mixing. Of course, finishing a page is satisfying. Yeah. That is kind of what I'm doing with my Chibi Friday, is just make my own coloring page and color it. That's not really a page though. It's just a little drawing. It's just the little character. Now, I think... it is time for some gel pen highlights, and then I'll go to my Misyr Chibi and see what I can... It's taken over an hour for this one, so maybe there'll be a part 5 for Misyr. But we'll see. Where are my gel pens? White gel pens. I do have one in here, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's just use this one. White doll. Well, it's not as... It's so thin. Whatever, it's fine. I'll just use it. Oh, I don't know. It's so thin. I want to... His head is so big. Well, I'll use it on the shoes. Boop, 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 boop. I was doing that little extra dot, like a line, and there's a little dot. It's not really realistic because I put the dots in the middle, and then but they should be because the light source would be the same regardless of the shoe. But whatever, dude. I can do what I want. But I need a bigger gel pen for the hair. I want strokes that are somewhat equivalent to these black ink strokes. Oh, good idea. Well, I don't, but if you have your line arts digitally, I bet you can compile a coloring book already. I could do a coloring book of my onomatopoeia, my animal onomatopoeia drawings, because those I colored digitally. I did physical inking plus the digital cleanup of the inking and then digital coloring, so that's an option. If I get the whole thing done and it's like, here's the coloring companion book. That would be cool. Here's this one. I think it's medium. No, this one is big. I don't know how to read it, but that says wide and that says letter. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. Thank you, Uniball Sino. Exactly what I'm looking for. Have the finished version on the cover. Yeah, it could even be that thing. You know, you've seen it a million times where it's like half colored or whatever, but it's just like an effect that's transitioning between the completely colored one and not, and it just looks like brush strokes showing it get more and more colored or something. Because then that would be like, this is definitely a coloring book. This is definitely not, like, this is an example of what you could do or something. Okay, where am I going to put these? Anime reference image is no help whatsoever because they don't even do highlights like these on the anime reference image. So I'll just use my best judgment. Although this yellow is so bright, you can barely see it anyway. Oh, you can see it once I go on the... Here, I'll do one here too. Once I go on the shadowy part. Hey, yeah. Yay, satisfying. This is the most satisfying part of the whole thing. And you don't get to enjoy it without doing the other parts first. Okay. Now, since the light is obviously strongly coming from this direction, I'm not going to put any on this side, just on this side. And by put any, I mean put any highlights. I'm thinking about whether to do... Nah, I'll just do lines just like these ones are. Or maybe like... Oop. Yeah. Yeah, looks good. Yeah. Ooh, gotta be careful not to smear my ink before it dries. And I'm gonna put some on these pointy hairs at the bottom. Haha! Yes! Bring this one up a little bit. Yeah, I like that better. And now I'm gonna indulge in some of those little dots that I love that don't necessarily make sense, but if I'm trying to be really technical about it, but they look so cool. I love doing the little extra dots. Okay. So that's all Mike finished, I think. Oh, I didn't sign it. I gotta sign it. At least now it's done, I gotta sign it. 2022. Okay, I'm gonna hold it up. Yay. Here's the... Oh, I don't know if it's gonna focus. I'm gonna try to get my other hand over. There. My little indulgent dots. Highlight dots. His pinky cheeks. And that nice extra highlighting. Oh, you can see it good like this. The extra highlighting on the blazer, I think, looks so nice. Okay. Chibi All Might. Happy birthday, All Might. Oh, it's not focusing again. This is his birthday chibi. Started last week. Okay. I have Misyr ready to see. Maybe I could finish him. I've got about 45 minutes. We'll see. I'm not going to rush him, though. No need to. This is fun art for me. I'm not... No deadlines or anything. But where am I gonna... Where am I going? Well, I never mentioned, because I haven't needed it, really, until now. I figured out that my cord-connected mouse is barely long enough to reach. If I move some stuff, I can move it over this way so that I can control my PC from here. Which is nice, because right now I want to make this reference image of Misyr bigger. So 30%, but I need, there we go. 110% I've got, and then this one is the one that's better for his face. Yeah, 161. Okay, about 200% zoom on that one, and this one I'm using for his lower body. Yay, Misyr. It's funny because he says stuff in the game like just joking, like, "Oh, Misyr, come save me!" Like, but then I am like, "Ah, Misyr, I actually am like that." I don't know if that makes any sense. I'd have to find the actual dialogue, but he says it quite often. Oh, still not done with Ale yet. There's so many things I love about that route. But, of course, I won't say anything. Spoiler-free zone, but... that game is so good. If I didn't have such a backlog of other games, which are also probably just as good, I would just replay that one. Okay, looking at the reference images and also looking at what I've got done on here, I think that what I need to work on next is his hair. Everything else has the first level of shading on it, but not his hair. So I was using V17 for this larger and then V09 for these areas that have that same kind of purple. So I'll get V09 to start with. V09. Too synchronized. Yeah. That route is so good. I can't wait to hear what you think about how it all shakes out in the end and stuff. Okay. How do they do this? So, I see. So this is mostly dark. And then this... Okay. So this is like a learning... Since I always use reference images for these, it's like a learning experience for me. Like, how do people tend to do anime style shading? Okay, and then this goes up here like this. And there's another highlight over here. And this is the darkest area. Plus here. And maybe a little right here. And then this is interesting because he's got like light coming from behind him somehow, but I think it's just to differentiate between his neck decoration and his hair color, which are really similar. I guess it's not too synchronized. It's perfect. Yeah. It's a good amount. It makes you think about stuff. Now, I think this is filled all the way in actually, because this part is so dark that it's almost black. The hair color is reaching black over here. Ooh, gotta be careful right here. Got this tiny little gold bits for the earring. Whee-wee! It's a little bit nerve-wracking to go around here. Okay, and it's basically like this whole little section. It's pretty much all this first level of shading. I don't have to invent as much with a chibi based on an otome game sprite because they're already in an illustrative style rather than an animation style. So in fact, what I end up doing is taking down the level of detail. Versus when I use an animation still, it's bringing the level up. Now, yep, completely behind the ear, all dark. Here is where it starts being less dark. And I think I'll match it up with these black lines that I've done. Oh yes, that looks good. Now, I'll go over here and do this side. It's nice and breezy outside. The wind sounds nice coming in the window. I think it did help cool it down in here a bit. I'm still kind of warm, but definitely don't feel as warm as before I open the window. All right, here where this big flop of hair comes up. That's also pretty dark. We have Rohan level wind here. It's always so windy over there. That's something I don't miss. I miss how close the mountains are to the city there. but I don't miss the high level of wind. But those probably go hand in hand. I bet that's why. Why the mountains, or why the wind is so strong, is because the mountains are so close. Okay, I'm going to set this aside for now and get this V17 back out. Or maybe I'll even try to find a middle color. Because this is just too dark to do all of the shadows. But maybe just another level, another layer of V17, which is the existing base color, might be good. Because yeah, this V09 is just so dark. I'll start with that, with just adding another layer of V17 to be shadows. So, first I'll fill in this. So coming from this direction, it's like this is all filled in. And there's just a little sprig . Same thing on this one. And let's see. Confused. I'm confused where I am. Okay, this one is here. And this one is here. Okay. Next, it's very bright on the back of the hair here. Yeah, I think I do need a middle because there is a small difference between the secondary layer and the primary layer, but it's not enough. It needs something a little more distinct. So maybe if I try this blue violet. So it's not quite as dark as this one. It's blue violet 8. It's really hard doing a purple character with Copic markers because the purples are the most limited color selection in the Copic marker line, or at least in what I have, which is most of the colors. Ah, this is not gonna work. This is even darker. Just gonna have to redo that bit. This one's not working. Needs something else. Okay, purple. Blue. Look in the regular old blues. Blue violet was too much. Maybe in the red violet. Oh, that's very dark. Oh, I gotta keep red violet separate for this one. Ah, why does this have to be so hard? Alright. I am just going to go back to using this one for the main shadows, and then I'll just find an even darker color to be what I had put here. There's just nothing for it. It's just how it's gonna have to be. Misyr, why do you have to be so complicated? So first things first, going over this experimental area that did not pan out. Yeah, you can barely tell. It's all good. Okay, now back to this one. Fill this one in. And then it's so hard to keep track of what's what on his head. Okay, and then this goes here. And there. And yep. And this is all dark here, this section. There. Good. Good. That. Now the back part comes up like kind of spiky. This part's very bright, so I will leave this. But then up here gets a little more shadows again, or at least it's not so intensely bright anymore. Kind of hard to draw these shadow sections with marker and like be looking at the reference and trying to draw fast enough that the marker doesn't dry too much. Looking back and forth and trying to be precise. Alright, this one's all nice and bright. And then there's jagged parts here. Yay, it's starting to get defined and nice. Can you use a non-purple for shadows like a green or a brown? I was thinking about it. His color scheme is definitely all super purpley, but I was thinking of maybe adding in a blue or something so that I wouldn't lose the intensity of the color. I think this is working out all right. Okay, now coming back up here. This is on shadow. It's like a little bit right there and a little bit right here. Ooh, another part where I gotta be careful, try not to get it on the lighter color around it. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a squirrel outside going crazy. It's going chip, 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 chip. Brrr. There was this little teeny tiny area at the point of this tip of hair, and I was like, come on. I was just barely trying to just barely touch it so that it doesn't spread out too much. I did it. Work well to put the non-purple, then layer another purple over it, because I also have a lack of purples. Yeah, if I need to, I think I'll try that if this issue keeps plaguing me. So far, though, I think that just going ahead and using a darker purple than I thought is sufficient. It's doing the job of making it look layered and more 3D. I hear it. These squirrely, we have so many little squirrelies. Okay, so where is the top? The top of the, let's see. Okay, so that's that. That's this one. So this goes here. And there's a little bit of shadow there on that one. And then, yeah, it comes all the way down to this reddish purple. Magenta or fuchsia. It's fuchsia section. And then this comes down here like this. And then this one comes up. Someone's yelling timber. I guess it's their name of their dog. Anywhere else? So actually, I might end up using that blue violet that I had before to kind of imitate this cool reflected light effect that they have going on at the edge of the head here, and then right here on the ponytail, or I don't even know if it's a ponytail. I think it's just long hair. I think he's got like a fantasy mullet. They were cutting trees. This is not a very effective call for I'm imagining is someone cutting a tree and saying, timber, timber. I think people are being crushed by trees because their call of timber is not very effective. Okay, I'm going to use this V17 to smooth, because I actually do like the effect that I have here where I had tried using it and then put this marker on top, and it looks nice and smooth. So I'm gonna put that here too. Ooh, I gotta be careful because I don't want it in this fuchsia area. Misyr, it's already 4:40. Might have to spend another week on you because you have such a complex character design. Yes, I like this smooth look. And that's that interesting blue color. Oh, you heard the timber too. Timber. I see them with like their hand cupped around their mouth. Timber. A tree falling. Still thinking about that. That's silly. That's like a Tex Avery kind of thing. Ah, got a little cut on my thumb that I did not notice until just now. I mean, it's not bleeding or anything, but that's... I'm gonna go back to those blue violets. I think this one is still... This one is too dark. Maybe... Blueberry. Maybe I don't need a blue violet. Maybe I just put a blue on it because it's already got violet. Phthalo blue. I'm gonna try that. B23. Only saying it because they think they have to, not understanding the purpose. Ah, so many things are like that in life, though. I must always know why. Why must I do this thing? And then if I understand the why and it makes sense, then I'm like, yes, I will do this thing. Like wearing my seatbelt. Stuff like that. Ah, yes, I am so happy. The struggle of figuring out what to do about the shading was worth it because then I got the idea to try to imitate the coloring, the digital coloring, and it doesn't really show up as good, but got that nice blue just on the side here. The camera doesn't really capture it, but that's okay. I'll scan these eventually when they're done. Okay, so he also has that coming out here. His Q, or whatever this is. Yeah, it looks cute. Looks cute. I like it. I like it. Anywhere else in that blue? Here. Me likey. Okay. Oh, I better put this down. In case I need to come back to it and use it again later. Oh, you were able to see it? The blue, the little touch of blue. B23 it was called. Okay. I have not done any darker shading on this ponytail thing. Ah, good. I will use this larger full body reference image for that. It's such a tiny area again. Getting to that tiny little chibi body where everything becomes tiny. Okay, I'm sort of making it up at this point because it's so small. There's not that much detail compared to the original reference image. Oh, it's got some of that blue down here too. Well, I have the marker ready, so I will add it. Okay. There. I think that's good. And I'll put that cool little touch of blue down at the bottom. And here I'll add the lighter color to smooth right here. Here. Yes. Okay. There's those for now. What's next? What's next for you, Misyr? I could do, so I think everything, oh no, this pinky hair. Pinky hair needs a darker color. I was using the V15. What was this one? This one might be good. V17. Okay, I gotta get the V06 out again so that I can test some color layering. So first I'm gonna put that down. I seem to have some, like, something else on here that's making it streaky. I'll try to work it out, whatever it is. Maybe it's just a dry bit. And I think it is because it's not happening anymore. Okay, hopefully that worked that weird, like, oh, you can't really see. There was like some black streaks in there or something. But I think I worked them out towards the top. Okay, so maybe if I just use this same dark purple on it. It would be nice if I could get something a little lighter. What about this? Oh, yeah, I'll do that. The main base color for the most of the hair I will use as the shadow color for the pinky hair. There's not much, maybe a little bit of shadow coming out of here. There. I think I used that same color for his eyelashes. But they're very dark. So I'll add this on top too. Next, oh yeah, it's been bothering me. This shading for his teeth isn't darken enough. Be mad. Same W2 from before. Rat tail. Yep. That's what it is. This is a rat tail. His interesting hair. Oh, that's so much better. Just need that little bit of extra depth. Wait, no, I won't use this one. I'm gonna use my ballpoint pen. W2, that was. I think I want to work top down for the second layer of shading. I think it worked. I think I worked this direction. I don't know how to explain what I'm thinking, but I'm gonna do top down now. Just keep working on his hair. I only have 10 minutes left of streaming time. And then my weekend begins! So, hopefully I can get a second layer of shading done on the hair. So this V09, I'm gonna do some testing with this too. This V09 was my main shadow color, so I actually need something even darker. Do some color mode. Ooh, that might be a little too red. BV08. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I'm gonna have a drink and then put on some chapstick. Just suddenly felt so thirsty and my lips so dry. Oh, that's nice. Nice relief. Okay. Now, did I decide on something? I think I might need a blue. I might need to go to the blues or maybe gray. Oh, yeah. I think I'll go to a gray. If I add too much blue elsewhere, I'll lose the cool little subtle effect that I've got going on imitating the digital coloring from the reference image. Don't wanna do that. Oh, there's a pet hair in this thing too. Pet hairs on all my stuff. Oh well, that's how it is. So what would be good though with purple? Not warm. No, not warm gray. Toner gray. But not cool gray because that's entering the realm of blue. So maybe the neutral gray. Neutral gray. What is a good color? Might jump straight to a 9 or a 10 because it's already really dark right here. So I'll get it a 9 and see what it looks like on my swatch down here. Neutral 9. Neutral 9. What do you look like on top of here? Oh yeah. Me likey. So this is a big section of really dark shadows here. Last 7 minutes of my stream today, I will focus on that. So let's see. Got, okay, this part. But even this is not completely dark. It's got this little highlight here, which I will leave. And then it's got one on each of these little strands. Yes. And it's all dark back here behind the earring. Being extra careful about this gold coloring. I don't want to overwrite it. And here there's a little bit of highlight here. And a little triangle here. Trying to figure out where I am. Okay, and then here has a triangle of light left too. And this whole piece of hair is pretty much in the light. How does this come in? It comes out above the ear. And then it goes like this. Okay, I gotta make this bigger. There we go. It wraps up around with these swirling hairs up here too. Now there's just little triangles of extra dark shadow here and there. Also, there's a big flop of hair. It's coming out, it's got a strange part. It's on almost the side back of his head. He parts his hair behind his ear on the side of one side of his head. That's what's going on here. There. That is leaving a shadow, and then right here, I think, too. Yeah. Okay. I think I've gotten all the areas with really dark bits of shadow. Maybe a little bonus one right there. All the areas on this side of the head. Now, over here, there are more on this side. Okay, I'm gonna move my little book there. Right here. This piece and this piece. There's barely even room on the Chibi version. There. In fact, I'm gonna bring it back to that point. Yes. Ooh, looks nice. It gives it a nice depth. And then back here. And back here. This? Is it this? Ah, I think this one is actually part of the shading for the horn. So I'll leave that, but right here is a little extra triangle. Oh, it looks good. Looks good. Yay! Got a couple minutes. I will use those couple minutes to add the last little bits to his rat tail. Yes, looks good. Looking good. Wee, wee. eyebrows. Let me add some shading where his hair is casting shadow on his skin. It should be casting shadow on the eyebrows as well. There. And in fact, I'm going to add a little bonus. Just like with All Might. I like making that when the character has a nice thick eyebrow design like this, I like to give it a little shadow to show that it's fluffy. So I like fluffy eyebrows. I gotta make sure to mark this one down on the hair section. It's so dark I'll have to write underneath it. I'll smooth out the bonus fluffy shadow with a little bit of the base color. Yeah, good. Now just mark this one down, N9. And ding, I'm exactly at time, and Mi Shadow is not done yet. Wow, this is the longest it's ever taken me to do a chibi. So I guess next week I will be back with, what is this going to be, part 5, I think. I gotta be getting close though. Here's how he is so far. Let me try to get the focus button. Ah, yes. Here he is so far. Made good progress on the hair. It was looking sad when we started, including on his little rat tail cue. Whee! Okay. He's complex. He's really coming along though. Thank you. Yeah, he's such a... That's probably what it is. I've never done such a complicated character design. Try to translate it into the chibi, my chibi format anyway. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next week, I hope. Thank you for watching.